Promised yourself you'd start yesterday, but here you are again, watching another video about procrastination. And that's okay, because by the end of this video, you'll know why your brain keeps putting things off, how to stop feeling guilty about it, and the exact steps you can take today to finally get things done. Sounds familiar? You avoid the work all day, and suddenly it's midnight. Panic mode kicks in. You rush, stress, and promise yourself you'll start earlier next time. But the cycle repeats. This doesn't mean you're lazy or broken. In fact, procrastination is a perfectly normal brain response, just one that's backfiring. Here's what's really happening. Your brain sees the task as painful. Maybe it's boring, too big, or you're afraid you won't do it perfectly. That discomfort triggers avoidance. To make you feel better, your brain gives you a tiny dopamine hit by scrolling, snacking, or doing something easy. You feel good for a moment, but the task is still waiting. This is what psychologists call the avoidance loop. And each time you give in, you teach your brain that avoidance is the way to feel safe. Procrastination is also about how we value time. Scientists call it temporal discounting. We care more about feeling good now than about the future reward of finishing our work. That's why many of us wait until the very last minute. The fear of missing the deadline finally overrides our avoidance. The adrenaline pushes us to work, but it also leaves us drained and anxious. Long term, this cycle trains your brain to only work under stress, which can hurt your mental health, your confidence, and even your physical energy. So, it is what actually works. 1. Design your environment. Put your phone in another room, clean your desk, delete social media, make procrastination harder and focus easier. 2. Make it ridiculously small. Tell yourself you'll just work for 5 minutes or write one sentence. The hardest part is starting. Once you start, your brain builds momentum. 3. Use the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Replying to a message, putting away clothes, making your bed, this clears mental clutter. 4. Try the Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. This helps you avoid burnout and makes starting feel less overwhelming. 5. Use rewards. Pair work with something you enjoy, a snack, music, or a short video after a focus session. This retrains your brain to see work as positive. And finally, practice self-compassion. Feeling guilty about procrastinating only makes you worse. Talk to yourself the way you'd talk to a friend. It's okay, let's just try again. The goal isn't to become perfectly productive overnight. It is to slowly build habits that make procrastination less tempting. Plan your day, work in small chunks, and celebrate progress.